The biggest global development this week has been the assassination attempt at Donald Trump. The fact is that it was a narrow escape. And there is another fact here, that USA has enough examples of political assassinations that have been successful, like this one and this one. And not just them. Theodore Roosevelt and Ronald Reagan also had faced assassination attempts on them, but that they had survived. For Donald Trump's assassination attempt, meanwhile, like always, there are conspiracy theories that are emerging on social media. Was this an inside job? Was this known? Was this a Secret Service failure? And much more. But to those who say, maybe this is a political stunt, Trump did not really get hit. He did not, but others did. Reportedly, a total of 8 shots were fired, 3 other people were also shot, and one of them died. The deceased has been confirmed as a 50-year-old former firefighter, Cory Comparator, a father who died protecting his daughters from the firing. But all of this brings us back to one big question. America needs to look within. A young man, barely 20 years of age, no criminal record, no known politically argumentative attitude, reportedly bullied at school as well and a loner, according to some of the classmate accounts, decides to go ahead and shoot a former president, or possibly who could have become a future president of the USA. Who egged on this young man? Who provided him with a semi-automatic gun and who convinced him that this would be the right thing to do? But what makes all of this worse is that some eyewitnesses who have come on camera to say, with video evidence, that they noticed the shooter. They noticed suspicious movement on the roof and allegedly had even alerted some law enforcers. But nothing was done. And if that's correct, that raises a lot of questions. But a bigger fact amid all of this, America loves to say that they are monitoring the situation in other countries, even if it is that nation's internal matters. Perhaps it is time now to look within for the USA and really find out all that is going terribly wrong in the big American dream, because there are definitely signs of that on the ground. Mass shootings in America are a problem and it's becoming a concern increasingly. It's becoming more common than it should in a developed country like the USA. From schools to stadiums. In 2023 alone, for example, 630 mass shootings took place across USA. This is according to the Gun Violence Archive. According to the US CDC, 48,830 people died in America from gun-related injuries just in the year 2021. From fatal shooting epidemic to economy to drug abuse to lack of vision in the political leadership, America is facing some serious concerns. And how? In fact, I read a report that also appeared to claim that this suspected shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, also had tried out for his school's rifle team and he was rejected for being a terrible shot at. The irony that came in here. Meanwhile, looking at Donald Trump, he's known to turn every downturn on its head. So look at this. The fist bump and him saying fight while there's a bloodied ear of Donald Trump. He suddenly seemed to show he's in control of himself and thereby of the nation. So when he made the first public appearance after the assassination attempt survival at this convention with the bandaged ear, fist bump was the focus. The strategy for the Republicans are for all to see now. What I also found interesting was how the international media reported when this incident happened. They are very quick to take a decision concluding headlines as in when something unfolds in India. But with this Trump incident, while everything was caught on camera and from different angles, so there were enough visuals, initial headlines like on the CNN was Trump injured in an incident at the rally. UK-based BBC said, Donald Trump ducks as loud bangs are heard during the rally. Now, it was several hours later that FBI confirmed that they are probing this as an assassination bid and will investigate this incident further as an act of domestic terrorism. Then most reporters and the news organizations started to go by that account. But are you really telling me that there was no information earlier? This is a developing story. One fact remains that political assassinations is a reality. It has happened in India too, not once but twice. Targeted at sitting prime ministers and has happened in other nations too. So we hope that the United States of America finds a way to keep their democracy intact, interesting, but do some introspection too. because values, not violence, will define the world's biggest power in the decades to come. Thank you for watching.